Demba. I don't know how to explain this, you know, like I feel so lucky. And even up to date, sometimes I would actually stare at him for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, I would literally, I would be looking at him like for 2 hours straight up. You know what I mean? And you know, I felt like sometimes I'd be like, why didn't I have a child a long time ago? I could have done this like 3 years ago. I wish I, you know, like that, you know. So that's a very beautiful feeling. And at the same time, I feel motivated because now I have a son. I'm not trying to make my son go through what I've been through. You know what I mean? You know, my father passed away when I was very little. Yeah, so I'm trying to be everything for my son. You know, like all the things that I didn't have, all the things that I wish I ever had and did not. I want him to have everything. Yeah, so now I mean that means more work. You know what I mean? More music, more good music. You know what I mean?
To be more dedicated.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
Yeah,
so I feel motivated, and honestly, I feel like this year, if I do launch an album, it's gonna be the best of ST.
Wow, we can't wait for
Can't
that.
wait.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's gonna be a.
Demba came with so much. Like he came with so much.
Oh, wicked.
Mashallah.
Baby
Yeah, you
Demba,
know.
Big Demba, you know, baby Demba.
Yeah, and you know when you feel good deep down, you know, it shows on
Definitely.
everything
It's
that
a
you
big
do.
blessing.
Yeah.
It's a big blessing.
Yeah,
Definitely,
yeah.
mashallah.
You know,
Your firstborn, yeah, yes, your little boy, you know.
Yeah,
When
and-
they see ST, they see little Demba.
a different feeling.
Saluto. Shout out to Demba Jallo, you know. That's the term.
Oh,
actually,
nice son. That's
That's
good.
so good. What about young aspiring rappers coming up? You know, any good advice for them? You
For
know,
them
like,
coming
there's
up.
so many boys, especially in Bilkama too, huh? You know, Bilkama.
Yeah, Saturday by his music, you know,
The
yeah.
music scene in Bilkama is just so heavy, like
It's
competition
been,
everywhere.
it's been.
Every 3 months, someone new is coming up.
Well, you know,
That's one thing I like about Brixton, to be honest. You know, the guys there, you know, hard
you see
work.
new stuff
They're
all the
fighters,
time.
definitely.
Yeah. Well, you know, Mbafala artists only dal, you know, I'm okay easy sometimes.
Yes, I like-
I'm okay
I like
easy,
it.
you know,
Keep it-
yeah.
keep it
I'm okay
like
easy.
this.
What to do like a complicated bakele, you know, because ni manke artists the more be mil long. Sometimes like a hardly sponsors recording kudult, you know, like that, you know, you'll be surprised, like na album budget or just for recording tracks. You know, like that, you know. So I'm okay easy nak tonya, because even with us sometimes it's complicated. So with the upcoming ones it's even harder, you know, with sponsors, recordings, because music need funds. You know, it's not just something you just manage, you need to be ready for this. You need to have your videos intact, you have to be, you know, good enough, exactly, you know. So lack of any of these would highly affect you, you know, but you know, it's a gradual, success is a gradual process, you know, you just have to believe in what you do, and you know,
perseverance and all that. Yeah. So, but what about, is there any special artist in Bilkama that you like, that you think, hey, this guy can...
Chronic Bob, I love him.
Yeah, that's why you, Bob.
Yeah, Chronico, honestly, and you know, like Chronico, he does what he do, and at the same time, he has a whole lot of respect for artists. You know, like that's another thing that most artists miss. You know, like that. You know, like respect is very important in whatever you do. Yeah,
Oh my God.
Definitely.
yeah, it's very important in what you do.
Humble is what takes
exactly, you know.
Right.
So I feel like when you find people in the game, you owe them that respect.
Definitely.
You know, you owe them that respect. You know, like Jalex, Jaliba, you know, the Born Africans, you know, Usulayan Jai, you know, like Uncle Usu and every Kebatelo, everybody, they actually gave in their life to actually pave a way for us. Maybe if they were not artists, then we would have started where they have started, and we wouldn't be at this point by now, you know. So I think, you know, the flow of respect is very important, and you can do whatever you do, you can say whatever you have to say, and you can make good music and, you know, come with your own style and everything, but in everything you do, a little bit of respect and patience is very important. So all these upcoming artists, that's all I gotta say, you know.
So what are your life goals? So where do you see yourself in the next, say, 4 years? Where do you want to be? Is there any specific goal that you want to reach within the music industry?
Yes, I want to be a little something like Yusundu.
Yes.
You know, you know, in the sense, in the establishment sense, you know, in a way that I could actually establish myself, let's just say, you know, and even give out, you know, to the community, the upcoming artists and stuff like that, you know, big recording studios, radios, I mean, TV, who knows, you know, so sound systems,
worldwide tours,
and yeah, exactly, you know,
working with international artists,
exactly, and yeah, so actually, you know, I'm working on it, yeah, so I'm just, you know, saying to the fans, let them just support more and let us keep pushing, because all the big artists that we talk about internationally started at a point. They never had 1 million views in a day or started with 1 million followers in a day. You know, it's a gradual, they started somewhere, it's a gradual process. So
yeah, you're getting there bit by bit.
Daman ka push lan daman rek yalan. Yes. No.
You have to start thinking about, because you have you know, like for Gambia, I think you have reached a level whereby you cannot do anything else. You've done everything in terms of the Gambian music industry. So now you have to start thinking of how to move forward, how to penetrate into like Europe. I mean, you've done it all
internationally.
I wanted to ask that question. Even you've done it all last year.
Yeah.
They started in Sweden with Mamfoon.
Yes.
And then from there,
Salam.
Exactly.
Saluto, you know, yeah, they're amazing. Mamfoon is great.
It's a great
yeah,
area.
most definitely.
Yeah, you started in Sweden. You went for that particular concert, right? It was a festival.
Festival,
exactly. And then from there, all your fans all over the world, all over in Europe, what should I say, started calling you, you know, to come and perform in the cities. And you wanted to go to different cities. How was it for you, like, with the fans seeing you for the first time?
The experience.
For yourself too, how was it for you, like being in Europe performing straight away, you know, without, you know, some artists do go to Europe, wait for a while before they start, you know, before people start knowing them. But for you, straight as you get there, do your thing, you know, venues, you know, packed full. And
the thing is, people were trying to book me 5 years before I actually had my first visa to travel. So I got rejected, you know, a few times, you know, and it's music related always. It's either I'm supposed to go perform or something that is related to music, you know. So that's one element that Gambian artists face as a problem in the music scene. You know, you get shows outside, you cannot travel to explore your talent. And even at this stage, probably I can go and do shows, but you know, it's complicated because it's hard to even take your DJ with you. I mean, and you know, those are basic necessities that you have, you know. So I feel like, you know, like we need help on those things, you know. But you know, people out there, they love the music. They love the music. I've been invited to UK a couple of times or so before I actually had my first visa actually, and you know, America, you know, and then you know, Canada, you know, like different places basically, you know. So these people were actually kind of waiting like for me to actually get there. So the moment they heard, you know, like I was there, they were already trying to make bookings. So the thing is, we did not release the flyers early because I had bad experience, you know, with, you know, embassies and stuff like that. So we had to make sure we actually received the visa
100%
and confirm. Yeah, exactly. So that was what made the whole thing late. So by the time we had the visa to give them information, it's like we are almost, you know, there, you know, so people started posting flyers, so it felt like, you know, it was all made up. It's been there, and we had to do over 17 shows in 2 weeks.
Wow.
17?
Yeah, in 3 weeks, yeah.
Damn.
Wow,
yeah, 17.
So it shows that there are fans over there.
In Italy, I did like, I did 7 shows in 7 days, straight up. I just only skipped a day in between. You know, because we moved from one location, to the other, and trust me, these people would actually wait for us at the trains, at the banner for, you know, like different, exactly, with Gambian flags. I mean, yo, even if there was like, even if there was like 5 Gambians, trust me, they made enough noise for people around that end to know,
Yeah,
okay,
somebody
somebody else is here, you know, like that,
yeah.
yeah, and it was amazing. People left their jobs, other people come to shows, from the show they change into their, you know,
Work
work
clothes to go
clothes,
to
you know,
work.
and stuff like that, you know, and we doing shows on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. They're like, bro, we never seen a crowd like this on Monday, Tuesday, because nobody ever does a show around, you know, in the week,
in
you
the
know,
week.
it's only weekend,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like that, you know, so, you know, hearing that from them was like a great feeling, you know, so, but then, you know, it was the first time, so we also had to learn a lot, so we would get better the next time it happens.
Yeah, I know you. I'm sure you're planning for 2020 as well.
Yes, I had some gigs this year. I was supposed to go to Venezuela to perform, you know, at some college. Yes, yeah, in March. And end of March, I was nominated for an award, Africa's 100 most influential
People.
Yeah.
Mashallah.
Yeah. So basically, I was nominated. So I was supposed to attend that event in Dubai for 3
Congratulations
days.
on that.
Yeah, but then you know, Corona. Yeah, so Corona is crazy, you know.
When
Corona,
you go,
okay.
you just leave us alone, huh?
Yeah, but action la de.
Spala.
Try rek, you know, because Gambia loolu leen need tamit, you know, because boy, music dafa judo fi, you know, a lot of artists outside than you.
Most of the artists that started here.
So exactly, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't feel like ñun war nañu nekk si gannaaw anybody musically, you know.
No.
And you know, a lot of young talent out here ñoo xam ne sax xamuñ leen. They're more talented than myself, but they are not exposed because amuñ opportunity.
Gonna have
you know.
opportunity, exactly.
So-
Exactly.
Why, I mean,